Tonight, all she's asking from the community is for everyone to learn from her loss. If you've bought a vehicle, or at least one in the last 25 years, then odds are you've already got one. And I'll show you where mine is underneath the hood of the news car. As soon as I pop it, bam. It's over on the left-hand side there, and the speed limiters, they control your emissions, your RPMs, and your overall speed. The Clark County Fire Department said that a child did have to be taken to the hospital as a result of this mobile home fire behind me. And according to a family friend who I spoke to just outside, she said that that was a 3-year-old boy who sustained serious injuries. This is a moment to celebrate for 2 reasons. First of which was that economic impact you mentioned of nearly $5 billion. And the second of which would be that this is a major milestone in putting the pandemic behind us. It's becoming such an issue that it's now written on their walls with messages like this one. This year, when you're gonna take the Thanksgiving pizza rolls out of the oven and you're about to handle food, wash your hands. If you forgot something in the car and had to run back to grab it real quick, wash your hands. Medical experts say that both this and vaccinating are 2 of the best ways to make sure that you're healthy for the holidays. Over at Wahoo's, they're celebrating with some free shots of Jaeger, not Pfizer. It's the littest event in music, but this year, because of the temperatures, it's the coolest. It's a little bit of a traffic nightmare on the Strip right now, and you know it's bad traffic when I'm in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard. The Buccaneers are a 9-point favorite, and that's because only one of these teams has Tom Brady on it. And now, Rachel, I'm just waiting for my lady friend to show up. Rudy, she's only, a couple of hours late? That's par for the course. She's not showing up. And fortunately for me, I've got the station credit card right here. That's my personal credit card. I'm gonna make a donation myself. And at the giving machine, let's take a look at some of the options here. 3 square take-home meals for a child. Joyce, you were in the story there, so I'll just punch in the 130?
Yeah, put in the number on the
130, bam.
There it is.
Check out. And then I just swipe this bad boy and have, ooh.
And you just fed a child.
Oh, wow. That's immediate absolution. I'm vindicated of one sin today.
$20.
Jeff, you took up all our airtime. No. Thank you so much, man. You were great. Hey, we'll send it back to you guys. You know, they call Detroit Hockey Town, but I think that distinction might move over to Las Vegas before too much longer because the fans in the desert take their hockey very seriously.
Cool hockey. Go Knights, go! Yeah!
These 2 teams play tonight. It's one of the best in the league, Vegas, and then seeing my new team, the Seattle Kraken.
Somebody's going down tonight, and it's not the Knights.
It ain't the Knights.
They'll be 0-1, and we'll be 1-0. So they got to start off in a losing hand.
Do you guys have any advice for the Kraken? I mean, we're on season 5 and they're on season 0.
Do we have any advice for them? No, good luck, I guess.
I'm a Knights fan all the way, and you know what? Somebody's got to lose, and it's going to be them.
Oh, let's go, Knights, go!
Vegas is a tough act to follow. They're a great team. I think a lot of teams learn their lesson to not take Vegas lightly.
Go, go!
The atmosphere is unmatched compared to any other team that I've been to. It's electric. The feeling is crazy.
Everybody's got to cheer. We need to encourage the boys. Let's go!
We'll see. I'm hoping they're in the playoffs. We're going to see a lot of the Golden Knights, so that's going to be exciting.
And the Knights will face the Kings in LA on Thursday, but they won't be back home until next Wednesday, and that'll be against the St. Louis Blues. Reporting live outside of T-Mobile Arena, John Domol, 13 Action News. Complaints of break-ins, porch pirates, and everything in between have caused some tenants to take matters into their own hands.
It's a free-for-all. And so I told all my residents, I carry a gun. My friends carrying. I said, everyone starts they just have to start carrying a gun because, in the end, you're on your own.
It's nonstop. So every night there's some sort of crime happening over there.
Multiple police reports have the eyes out for vandals and thieves, and the men assign blame to a non-functional garage gate and unsecured access to the Abode Red Rock apartments.
I see more non-residents here than actual residents here.
And several videos and images show people eyeballing packages sent to his doorstep, with some covering their faces before stealing his packages entirely. Other videos show some of the handiwork of vandals stealing car parts from right under a vehicle.
Broke the ignition, tried to steal the truck the one night, and then they tried to steal the stereo the second night. They came back another night, the third night in a row, and they're getting so aggressive now that I'm having to pretty much chase them off or stay armed at night for myself to protect my own goods. You know, it's insane.
Both of them pay close to $2,000 a month for rent. And when asked about the complaints, the Abode Red Rock said, "We will work with the Las Vegas Police Department to the best of our abilities and provide any assistance within our means to provide a great home for our residents."
It's costing us a lot of money, and we're tired of it, quite frankly. We pay a lot of money for this place and want it to be, well taken care of and maintained.
Residents seem to be doing more than maybe the office to make the place better, because maybe it is our home, in the end. We want to come home after a long day. We want to feel safe.
Crime mapping doesn't show any of the recent incidents, but Las Vegas Metro says the reports may take more time to generate. Meanwhile, the tenants say they want peace of mind, and a guard or two would provide it, but management isn't hearing it.
Why do we not have one at a gate that's wide open, inviting all of Las Vegas to come in and take what they like? And she told me to zip it. That's the response. What do you say back to that? I don't know.
Reporting in Las Vegas, John Domol, 13 Action News. Before you pick up some momentum in life, you need a nudge in the right direction. For 32-year-old Donnie Dupre, the Army was just that.
I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I figured that'd be a good starting point.
He got his degree in fire science and criminal justice, and after about 4 years in the service, a shoulder injury left him sidelined.
I wasn't able to get a job after I got out as a firefighter or a police officer, just because my medical records wouldn't let me. And now after having 3 kids and a wife to take care of and support, I kind of had to do something. So becoming an entrepreneur was what it was, starting a company.
The idea for his company, All Veteran Transit, came to him simply out of a desire to do it himself.
So I woke up one morning and decided that I was going to start a moving company, and I got the business license that day, and it just took off from there.
He's been moving Las Vegas's stuff around since 2018 and has 3 employees. Before the pandemic, Dupre had as many as 8.
It's awesome, and the growth that we've experienced in Las Vegas has been unbelievable.
Whether the Army knew it, Dupre picked up the confidence needed to forge his own path because of it.
The perseverance to just hold my own and kind of when I decide to do something, actually stick with it and go through with it. But it also gave me the capability of, and the knowledge, I guess, of how to run a company, and it didn't do that on purpose. It was just something I took out of it.
His best advice is to aim high.
Try everything that you want to try. There's no point in going to work every day for a job that you hate doing. If you wake up every morning and you go to a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Good. This one.
If you're in need of some movers and would like to support a veteran-owned business, you can learn more about All Veteran Transit by finding this story on KTNV.com. Reporting in Las Vegas, John Domol, 13 Action News.
We go out there and we help them out and bring them back home.
That's the life of pararescue in the Air Force, and that's when they hit the ground. And in his decade of service, he's never gotten a gift quite like this.
All the kids got together and they put all these treats in the boxes and they signed like individual cards, and it was hilarious. Like all the artists, like the drawings we got, and they sent that to us.
He and his squad felt the love from nearly 6,000 miles away in Africa.
We learned to compartmentalize pretty well, and then we're so focused on doing our daily job and routine that you're kind of like out of space and time for a period. And when you get stuff like that, it always means a lot.
There are only 8 Purple Star schools in Nevada, and Mountain View Lutheran is one of them. Purple Star schools are recognized by the Department of Education for openly supporting military families.
In my mind, that's what every school should be doing anyway.
Why is this important to you? You personally, why is it important to the school? Why is it important, period?
Military is something that I've always grown up with. I've always appreciated it. And even though I didn't go into the military, if this is the way that I can serve them in some way, I'm down for it. I'm all for it.
And the straws that are stirring the drink in this case are the kids who are all working on cards for our veterans.
Cards are simple, and it's something that we take for granted because, sure, why not? But when that comes to someone who's overseas, thousands of miles away from family, it does something for them.
What makes it so cool to do this?
Because I like the feeling that they're gonna be really happy when they see this.
Kids are being shown to respect those defending our freedom, and that respect is being reciprocated back toward the kids, who end up hopping around. The average child in a military household will go through 9 different schools and move every 1 to 3 years. And being a Purple Star school focuses just as much on supporting them.
We think of mom, dad, the older adults, the ones who are actively serving, but there are the kids. And people have said for a lot of times, kids are the future. My thing is kids are the present. Let's take care of them right now in the best way that we can.
If you ask Korleski, the service is a thankless job, but it's always comforting to know he's being thought of.
It is nice to recognize the proud people that serve our country and stuff like that, but from my perspective, I love doing it, and I love being home with my kids, and it sucks to be away, you know, but at the end of the day, I love what I do.
I'm John Domol, reporting at Mountain View Lutheran.